Good morning, everyone. My name is Paulina, and I'm glad to be your host today on behalf of TechEdge Dynamics. Before we begin, just a quick note that this webinar will be recorded and posted on YouTube, so you can revisit every time you need. We have a fantastic lineup of speakers who will share their experience and practical insights with you. Today we are with Mark Johnson, Tom Boński, Jan Duraziński, and Konrad Kuceł. And please feel free to drop your questions in the chat and we'll address them during our Q&A session in the end. So let's just start and over to you, Mark.
Thank you, Paulina. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are in the world. I'm Mark Johnson. I go by MJ. Quick story there is I was working for IBM in Shanghai, China, several years ago. And my first day at work, I found out there were 12 other Mark Johnsons in IBM. So I received all of these emails. So I needed to fix that. I called them all up and I said, is anybody using MJ? And they said no. So I decided to start calling myself MJ. So quick little story there. I wanted to give you some business context today as we talk about AI and e-commerce. And before I do that, I wanted to just talk a little bit about our logo here with the moon and the Mars. We have it on our website, we have it on our presentations, we have it on our business cards, and it gets lots of questions. So I want to explain that real quick. The thing with the moon is that it represents results and Mars represents the potential. And we like to say potential is never enough, always get the results. So why do the moon and Mars matter? Well, it's about technical innovation. And we'll be talking a lot about that today with AI and e-commerce. But there's this thing about technical innovation. Everyone sees the potential, they see the opportunity, the upside. But when it's your business that's on the line, potential alone is never enough. What is, are the results. So technical excellence is absolutely important to either go back to the moon a second time or to go to Mars for the first time. So technical innovation is critical, but so are your business outcomes and your results. Things like market fit, profits, and growth. And it's true, meeting innovation's potential means navigating an asteroid field of business challenges that can cost you time and money. Perhaps it's your window for mission success. It's why when you're building the next great thing for your e-commerce business, you have two choices. One, you can focus on your technical innovation and hope it'll meet your business objectives, or you can get the technical edge, connecting the technical with the business so you can actually achieve consistent results. Welcome to the moon and Mars. Welcome to TechEdge Dynamics. And let's get into some business context as we talk about AI and e-commerce. Next slide, please. So the world is changing fast. I think you all recognize it. We're going to be talking about AI today. I've been in business now for about 45 years. So now you know how old I am. But it's crazy how fast, something like AI is. So back in the day, digitalization, modernization, innovation was years, then down to quarters, then down to months. But I live on LinkedIn and I see every day new AI tools. And it's just crazy how it's just happening so fast. I guess soon it's going to be within a day and within hours that we have new products that are being developed. So the world is changing. We have to adapt. If you happen to have a legacy system, you're going to struggle to keep up with modern demands, leading to inefficiencies and low decision making. And when I say legacy system, back in the day, it was an IBM mainframe. It was a system homegrown that's been in place for 15 years. It was an ERP or CRM that's been in place for 10 years. But today, legacy is becoming less than a year, maybe even a quarter. And then you're thinking about changing because there's already a new technology that's come to market. Another thing is competitors are embracing AI and digitalization, creating faster and smarter ways to serve their customers and make money. I want to point out two words that we distinguish between. One is digital transformation, the other is digital evolution. So I don't like the word transformation. I think it's a bit scary. It's too dramatic. And so we think a better word to describe what companies need to do to deal with these changes to evolve. The ability to optimize processes, reducing manual tasks and errors, and enabling real-time data and enabling real-time data-driven decisions and making your business more agile. It allows you to meet your customer demands quickly, and with AI and e-commerce, there's nothing more important than your customers. Next slide, please. So digital evolution plus adaptability and future proofing. So the digital evolution that you should think about revolves around integrating digital technologies into every aspect of your business, fundamentally altering its operations and the value it provides to your critical customers. This process encompasses not only adoption of new technologies, but also the rethinking of the business's operations, culture, and approach to customer service in order to stay competitive. You need to adapt. And this will equip your organization with the flexibility to respond to those rapidly changing market conditions and technological advancements is critical for future-proofing your business. Let's look at some data from several tier one third-party analysts and researchers out there. Next slide, please. So if you don't evolve, if you don't adapt, if you don't react, your cost can increase by 20%. And you can see there our little rocket ship blowing up. You don't want your company to blow up because your costs are increasing so high. Next slide, please. And your competition will be 23% more profitable, again, according to several tier one research analysts here. Again, you don't want your company to blow up when you're just not making enough profit, when you can be making more. Next slide, please. As well, if you don't react and evolve, 61% of your customers won't return to you. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But again, that's dramatic. That's huge. Think about the impact to your bottom line and your margins when those customers don't return to you. Next slide, please. And according to Deloitte, 2/3 of your competitive edge comes from customer experience. And the guys following me today will be talking a lot about e-commerce, customer experience, and how AI fits into that model. Next slide, please. So the data is just revolutionary here. Customers, in terms of e-commerce, are critical to digital evolution. They demand a lot. They're not going to respond if they have a bad experience on your mobile site. They're going to go to a competitor's website if they get frustrated with yours. Excuse me. They'll stop interacting with one brand after one bad experience, and on and on. The good news in all of this is that the customers will pay for it. So as you adapt and evolve and bring in AI and new technologies, you're going to benefit from those investments. Next slide, please. The rate at which new system data is generated is increasing so rapidly that it's becoming impossible for us humans to interpret and correlate it effectively for decision making. Here at TechEdge Dynamics, we're big fans of human plus bots, human plus AI, humans plus automation. We don't think AI is going to take over the world. But behind all of that combination of robots and humans, you have a rapidly growing set of data. And data is really becoming part of your competitive advantage in today's world. And we want you to kind of take it very, very seriously. The guys will talk later about how data can be leveraged to improve your businesses. Next slide, please. Your data set defines you. I'm going to end with this slide. We just want to drive home this point about data. And there's all kinds of implications around privacy, information, PIA data, and so forth, and the amount of data and how you can best leverage it. So that's the end of my sort of setting the context for the business. I'd like to introduce you now over to Tomas. Next slide, please. Paulina, I think you have a question. Paulina, are you there?
Yeah, I was talking to unmuted microphone, so sorry.
That happens with the best of us.
Yes. So you have a poll now. Feel free to answer it, but I think, Tom, you can start and the poll will be just
Thank you.
open.
Okay, thank you very much. Next. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Tomasz Boinski. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I will start with a short warm-up in the topic of AI. I will start with some crazy news. As you know, so many things are happening right now in AI. It's difficult to catch up. And I will present two small use cases around AI from TechEdge Dynamics from TED Studio. Next, please. Okay, so What's hot at the moment? Four things which are like basically very important to observe, and I strongly encourage everybody to follow those trends among those four key topics. Number one, new models. New models are emerging almost every day. It's very important to follow up what's going on in the field. Very, very hot topic, AI assistants. This is for third-party integration of different models to provide different activities, different help. AI agent, fully autonomous. AI agents, yes, autonomous. That's very important. Those entities can basically provide meaningful help and automate multiple business tasks. RAGs, I will describe this in a moment. It's all about using models, LLMs, with proprietary and sensitive data. And we have a solution for this. Okay, next one, please. As I said, new models are emerging almost daily. Those big ones, as you can see on this slide, big ones called fundamental or basic models are provided by the big industrial leaders. It's basically work to mention just four of them for now to catch up, and I also encourage you, everybody, to test them. So the newest one, OpenAI's GPT 4.5, newest, smart. It almost understands everything and talks naturally, chat with you naturally. That's the latest model. I was able to test it yesterday, so I don't have any strong opinion for now. So far, I'm super satisfied, and I see improvement from version 4 of the previous version. Of course, some constraints for now. It uses a lot of computing power. It has some problems with chain of thoughts reasoning. That means prompting very, very complicated reasoning prompts might be a little problematic still. It's very slow. Sometimes it will create the answer just like in a very slow pace. You have to wait for it. It's not multimodal for now, so it's only like a chat. It can only create text output. Another very important model, which is still kind of fresh from February, is Anthropic's Claude 3.7. It's like a smartest kid in the math class, like very good at logic, coding, and it think deeply. Some controversies at the moment, of course, are visible. Some developers, coders who are using LLMs, chatbots as copilots for coding, are posting different claims that the previous model 3.7 actually is better. Why? Because 3.7 has the tendency to rework the whole output. Not only like one snippet of a code to refactor, to refine. Another model, fresh new model from this year, Grok from, as you know, X, from Elon Musk, new version, very, very powerful model, 10 times stronger than version 2. It's very competent at science and law. It's very strong at reasoning right now. You can try it for free. So if you have like an X account, you can try it for free. It's still free, even for unpaid tiers for X. So this is a good opportunity to try. I believe that's the best model right now to try totally for free. And of course, DeepSeek from China, made in China. Huge public release, huge disruptor for the AI models, for the whole industry, for basically for premium models, because DeepSeek is for free. Everybody can download it, run it on their own machine, on cluster, on cloud. But basically, it's free. It's open source, so you can see exactly how it's built and what's running inside. Huge disruptor for the industry, a lot of controversy because, China, they released fully professional, fundamental model for everybody to use, and a lot of different controversies are also included. But I will skip that. I really strongly encourage you to read more. Thank you. Next slide. Now let's move to AI assistants. So what is AI assistant? Imagine having like a conversation with AI that basically feel just like chatting with your best friend. So AI assistants are your artificial helpers, and they execute your prompts. In most cases, like for instance, like new Amazon's Alexa Plus, it sounds almost like a human. You can entirely control all the smart stuff in the house. It's powered by Anthropic Cloud. Still, Meta, another strong big provider of AI assistant app, hoping to reach out to a billion people, to everyone. It's available through Meta ecosystem of apps. Those are getting smarter, helping us to like book vacations, to even shop online without lifting a finger. So yeah, we can chat with AI assistants and achieve our goals. By the end of 2025, AI assistants will become a 14 billion market. That's going to be huge. Voice assistants aren't just trendy. Billions of people around the world are already using them daily. For me, also, yes, but I won't basically promote any specific brand here. AI is even hopping into cars. So probably in the future, of course, AI assistants will be integrated with hands-free driving. So we just say, hey, drive me there. Still, we can use it right now. So we can still like use our even like Google Maps and prompt by voice, and AI assistant will set the destination. Of course, still a lot of challenges. A lot of workers aren't comfortable with using AI, so that's something still we have to all adapt. It's still new technology. Next slide, please. AI agents. Imagine AI that's smart enough to serve the web and do all the boring tasks so you don't have to. So those are agents. It's a tool. You can program, you can prompt by text, you can prompt by voice, you can ask for even very complicated tasks around your desktop. Free big AI agents environments are available right now for premium users. Of course, it's not available for everybody. It's mostly for top tier premium tiers from Google or from OpenAI or from Anthropic. Google's Project Mariner is an AI that browses the internet by itself, handling complicated tasks automatically. So you can prompt this agent, like do some routine tasks or like ongoing process tasks, like visiting multiple pages, scraping the data, uploading the data to specific other site or other database. Same for operator from OpenAI. It's also like a online tool. It can provide different outputs and automate your work. Anthropic, same. So those are like three most popular AI agents. I strongly encourage everybody to follow AI agent topic, because that's going to be big next best thing in the future for the work automatization and also for e-commerce. This AI could soon do all work we can imagine, completely all its own, helping business getting things done faster. Those agents are about to make everyday online life simpler. Next slide. Now the last point from the list, RAGs. So what are RAGs? RAG is the basically name for a concept, is an acronym for retrieval augmented generation, and that means LLM will dig in a separate database for relevant data and use only the data from the data set to create the output. That's the general concept of this architecture. It's basically architecture, RAG architecture for LLMs. Why it's so important? According to Reddit research, Reddit is the biggest online forum in the internet. As you can see, some volumetric data. The most cases so far, people are using chatbots. In general, chatbots are promotional sales copywriting, summarization, finding info, customer support, and of course, Copilot for coding. The most important denominator for all those cases is that RAGs are super good good use case, good concept, architectural concept to implement in such cases. Next one, please. For TED Studio, we are providing a dedicated RAG solution called Bluebox AI, made in Poland. This is very important to highlight. This is a private hybrid retrieval augmented generation system. It is built upon chatbot like LLM. So there's like an artificial brain capable of processing multiple data to prepare the output from your prompts. And it will only use your company's data, your proprietary data, your sensitive data. This solution is dedicated for all the businesses looking for safe and private solution in the future. So imagine like having your own chatbot. If you're using OpenAI's ChatGPT, for instance, you're creating your own chatbots, and you're gonna upload multiple documents for the custom chatbot to only operate on. This is the enterprise scale solution we're providing in the United States. Next one. Paulina, next one, please. You can use always Bluebox AI for multiple cases, like you can chat with it, like with natural language, like typical use case for any chatbot. You can prompt your database, your data lake, all the documents integrated with the data warehouse. You can use it as a widget on the page. So yeah, so custom chatbots only operating with your own data. You can dig in, look up in your whole data warehouse using also like this dedicated query language to pull information relevant to your case, and it can also be like an avatar on the web page. So that's a Bluebox in a shell. Very important to highlight: private and safe and secure solution, which can be hosted on bare metal or in your cloud, without any access to third-party providers. So everything is running in your own environment. Next slide. Yeah, for Bluebox and agents, we successfully implemented one use case for our client, which is very interesting to highlight here. With Bluebox, we automated the intake of invoice. So we automated the whole process of basically invoices by Bluebox, and a dedicated agent working together in this use case. So the integration is with client's internal platform. I won't enclose the name, and QuickBooks. Probably you know this product very well. So we're gonna pull all the data from one place and populate this data in another system, or reverse direction, in the reverse direction. So this is like fully automated. Just upload, drop your invoices in one folder, and everything will be populated by agent immediately, distributed among both systems. Next one. Lobby4 is yeah, that's actually me on the screen. This is a AI-powered networking app, supported and built by our developers from TED Studio. For this app, we implemented, and this is still MVP beta version, an online AI assistant for introverts. So as you can see on the screen, on the left side of the video feed, AI is providing different helpful information for networkers, people networking through video calls, providing information gathered from LinkedIn, providing questions to ask, providing different hints how to network efficient way on the fly and during online conversation. So this is like a use case for our system. Next slide, please. Oh yeah, now it's time to switch to our guests and another poll. So Paulina, feel free to run the new poll, new question, and thank you for your time and enjoy the e-commerce topics now.
Okay. Hi. Hi, everybody. Before we dive into today's topic, let me quickly introduce our companies. I'm Jan. I'm a Chief Growth Officer in 25Watt. Digital project design, including e-commerce, is crucial for achieving success. So at 25Watt, we specialize in creating high quality design, architecture, and user experiences long before the digital product is developed. And with me is Konrad.
Everybody, nice to meet you. My name is Connor Kusel, and I'm the head of growth at Naturally. So Naturally is an award-winning e-commerce and modern web development agency from Poland, specializing in all things e-commerce, but most importantly, Shopify and the use of cutting-edge technologies. Our mission is to help businesses grow, scale, and optimize, as well as dominate their digital presence through the use of the best tech available out there. Whether it's custom storefronts, optimization, or implementing AI automation systems that boost business efficiency, we make sure that our clients' partners stay ahead of the curve. So together with TED Studio, with Jan and his team at 25Watt, together we work with a variety of different e-commerce clients. And today we want to share some of the insights we've gained when it comes to the use of AI technologies. The approach that we take together in this tandem of companies enables us to really provide the most measurable value to any business that we work with. But that being said, let's just jump straight into the topic of our meeting today. So AI in e-commerce. How about we start off with a quick overview of what or how this modern technology is actually used in the e-commerce industry today?
Okay, so first point is AI-powered personalization and product recommendation. So personalization is not just a trend, it's becoming a must-have for e-commerce actually. So shoppers today expect brands to understand their needs and recommend products tailored just for them. So the question is how AI makes this possible. So according to McKinsey company, AI-powered product recommendation drives significant business result, increasing conversion rates by up to 15%, while average order value grows by 10 to 30%. So actually, the personalization is around us, and everybody knows this technology because we use it in Netflix, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube. So we are already benefiting AI-powered recommendation, and the same technology is now available to any e-commerce businesses, making personalization more accessible than ever before. So how does AI improve personalization? First is smarter product recommendations. So AI suggests items based on browsing and purchase history. Another thing is personalized homepages. So website display different banners and product categories based on user behavior. And another thing is targeted email and push notifications. So AI sends the right message at the right time, increasing engagement. So AI knows when is exact moment to talk to us, to make us buy. Okay, some real world examples. According to McKinsey company, AI-powered product recommendation contribute to 35% of Amazon's total sales. And as Forbes reports, Netflix AI-driven recommendation account for 80% of what users watch. Yeah, so that was the first point, and the second one is automated customer support with AI chatbots and virtual assets that I know Tom mentioned it already. But as Gartner predicts, by 2027, 25% of customer service interactions will be handled by AI. So it means that businesses will save time and money, and customers will get faster responses without the frustration of waiting for a human agent. So how it works with AI. First thing is 24/7 chatbots. So AI can answer frequently asked questions anytime. Another thing is automated returns and tracking. So AI helps customers check order status or initiate returns without human assistance. And another thing is smart ticketing system. So AI prioritize customer issues and routes them to the right department. And the best thing, the thing that I like mostly is real world examples. So my real world example is Sephora. According to Gartner, Sephora AI chatbots help customers choose the right makeup by providing personalized product suggestions. So customers integrated with the chatbot 43% more often, leading to the better satisfaction. And the chatbot handles 72% of common questions on its own, reducing human workload by 35%. So all of this leads to sales increase, as conversion with the chatbot led to a 25% increase of purchases, thanks to quick responses and smart recommendation. Yeah, so
Awesome.
Let's jump to the third point, and Konrad.
Thanks. So, dynamic pricing and demand forecasting. It's been a very hot topic over the past couple of years, especially when it comes to e-commerce, which is such a competitive field. As we all know, pricing is probably one of the most critical factors that influences buyers to actually buy products online. So, how can a business or an e-commerce store actually make sure that they're setting the right price at the right time? This is where AI can basically do the job for you. So think about it. We have companies like Amazon, Uber, adjusting their prices in real time. But why do they do this? Because it simply helps them drive more revenue and be much more profitable and competitive. According to some of the largest research companies, AI driven pricing models can help to boost revenue between 2 to 5% and improve margins by up to 10%. As AI simply gives us the ability to focus on things such as competitor pricing, such as demand shifts in the market, really analyze and understand our consumer client behavior, as well as take a look at external factors like seasonality. We all know how important, for example, Black Friday is for e-commerce. But what is it that AI can do? It can actually real time adjust prices for us without any human involvement. And this can happen based on the demand. If we see a product selling extremely well, we can adjust the price and attract even more people to buy it. It can actually analyze some of our competitors. And this is something important for e-commerce merchants who offer products that are popular on the market and they're not the only ones selling it. So an AI tool can scrape the information, analyze competitor pricing, and actually recommend and make sure that you're the best one available. And last but not least, it can actually analyze your stock levels. And if it sees that, for example, you're going to sell out an item, it can adjust the price to make sure that the sellout option doesn't appear, or it helps you sell products that are kind of prolonged or they're still available in your warehouse. But what we can also focus on is that AI can actually predict specific demand for products. And last but not least, it can provide discounts and tailor those individually to your clients based on their past data, based on their past purchases, based on their behavior. So you can use the data you're already collecting and actually attract more clients. When it comes to real world examples, I think one that comes to mind besides the companies that I mentioned would be airlines. Me personally, I tried purchasing a plane ticket a couple of days ago. I was looking at the price. I returned 5 minutes later, there's a new price, right? And I ended up paying a little bit more. What that means is, of course, I converted, I needed that plane ticket, and they actually saw a rise in their revenue. They gained more revenue from me as a user. So that's one of the elements where AI is extremely, extremely important to think about. The next point is, of course, search and visual recognition. So if you think about it, in today's world, you're on Instagram, right? You see a friend, you see an actor, you see an influencer wearing something, and you're like, wow, I really need to buy this. I need that jacket. I need those glasses. How do you find it? You use visual recognition. This is another element where AI-powered solutions come into play. According to Forrester, 64% of consumers actually prefer visual search over text. Text is becoming obsolete, it's outdated. And especially when it comes to the younger generations who are going to be purchasing more and more. So AI can help with image-based search, where customers can simply upload a photo and AI is going to find the product for them. They can also feed recommendations or similar products based on, for example, voice queries. We can use a voice query to find relevant products for us. Or last but not least, it can provide contextual search optimization based on your shopping history, based on your behavior within a given store, within the e-commerce ecosystem. It can actually recommend specific products that your users are more likely to buy. So a great example of this is, for example, Pinterest, where they've already said that I think 85% of all searches happen on mobile, and actually almost 90% of their users buy a product that they found through visual search. It's completely changing the way people are buying products. And another company, for example, when implemented an AI solution that enabled visual search, they've seen a 38% increase in their sales. So once we think about the additional benefits, of course, a huge one where AI comes into play is cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, with an ever-evolving AI world, with the new technologies like the previous speakers mentioned, coming out daily, new things, new innovations. One of the key elements of e-commerce is how do we make sure that we're safe? How do we prevent fraud? And especially when it comes to the e-commerce industry, fraud has actually cost businesses billions of dollars year in, year out. So altogether, when it comes to the AI, it can be used for a variety of different fraud detection and prevention methodologies. It can monitor transactions, and whenever we see something suspicious, it can actually flag those and notify people in real time. It can analyze the behavior of unusual customers. If they're doing something that's kind of weird, it can indicate that this is a possible fraud opportunity. Or, of course, it can also implement specific automated security responses to make sure that those are fraudulent attempts are blocked even before they occur. And when it comes to how companies are using this, I'm just going to name two of the industry leaders when it comes to the financial industry. So Visa, for example, when they implemented AI-powered fraud detection solutions, they actually eliminated or reduced the amount of fraudulent transactions by over 30%. PayPal, when it comes to fraud-related chargebacks, has seen a decrease by over half, over 50% of those since they implemented and started using AI. So one more point that I want to mention here is inventory. Inventory. As we know in e-commerce, inventory management is a huge element of day-to-day operations. So if we have too much stock, too little stock, we know how it can affect our daily operations. And this is where AI comes into play. It can ensure we have the right products exactly at the right time. AI doesn't just track inventory. It can predict what will sell next, when. It can provide you with predictive analytics, forecasting the demand based on trends and based on your historical data you're already collecting. It can automate the process of replenishing your stocks. If, for example, AI detects that a specific product is being sold at a high level, it can automatically order more of that product for you to sell. And last but not least, it can also monitor your supply chain to ensure that the logistics, delivery times can be optimized. So when it comes to examples, for example, Zara, one of the largest apparel and fashion brands in the world, has been able to actually cut down supply chain costs by over 15% when including AI-powered logistics tools. And this, in the end, led to them improving significantly their profit margins. Walmart reduced stock out options by around 30% since they started using AI tools to forecast their inventories.
Okay, thanks. Another point is content and SEO. Creating high quality content on the marketing field, it's crucial. It's very important, but it takes so much time. So it's very difficult for entities, for company to create it. But nowadays AI is changing the game. Today, businesses can use AI tools to generate product description, blog posts, and even SEO and metadata, saving time and improving visibility. So HubSpot reports that businesses that publish regular high quality content see 67% more leads per month than those they don't. So however, creating optimized content manually is time consuming and expensive. So AI powered tools automate this process, ensuring faster content creation, better SEO rankings, and improve website traffic. So AI can generate unique SEO-friendly description based on product data. Also, AI writes blog posts optimized for keywords and readability. And also analyzes search trends and automatically generates meta titles and descriptions. So here are some examples. Jasper AI. Businesses using Jasper for content generation report a 5 times faster writing process and improve engagement. That's the nice one. Alibaba, AI-driven copywriting tools generate 20,000 product description per second. It's crazy. And Forbes uses AI to generate automated financial reports and articles at scale. So it's kind of common right now. Another point is AI-powered email and SMS marketing automation. So Statista reports that personalized email campaigns generate 122 higher ROI compared to non-personalized email. So AI can analyze customer behavior to automate, personalize, and optimize email and SMS marketing. So how does AI improve it? AI predicts what will engage each customer and create personalized subject lines and content. So also, as I mentioned before, AI determines the best time to send message for maximum impact. So AI can analyze what's the best time to send a message to make us buy some item. And another thing is automated segmentation. So AI groups customers based on behavior and purchase history. And once again, some examples. So AI-driven email campaigns increase conversion rates by 20% by sending personalized products recommendation in Amazon. Personalized email reminders boost engagement by 30% in Netflix. And also, SMS campaign improve open rates by 30% in Sephora.
Awesome. Yeah, AI use of marketing is astonishing, especially for how much it can actually do or reduce the human involvement. But AI actually comes in other forms as well. It can be a lot more interactive, and especially when it comes to offering a unique user experience, we see a variety of different e-commerce brands using augmented reality and virtual, for example, try-ons to boost their customer engagement. So think about it. How many of you have ever been purchasing or buying something online and you really weren't sure if it's going to fit? I remember, for example, when I was shopping at IKEA, when I was looking for a couch, I wanted to make sure that the size of the couch that I selected actually fits into my apartment. So what I did, I used augmented reality to actually preview this. So when it comes to using AI and these augmented reality tools, we have the ability to, for example, provide virtual try-ons. This is especially popular for the apparel and clothing industry. How many of us had, tried out virtual try-ons for glasses, for shoes? This is something amazing and can really boost not only customer experience, but actually reduce return rates. According to Statistica, for example, augmented reality or merchants who implemented augmented reality in their e-commerce stores saw the return rates drop by over 40%. And when it comes to the increase in conversions, McKinsey believes or states based on their research that companies using AR to boost customer engagement increase conversion rates by between 25 to 30%. Last but not least, of course, everything that we're discussing, right? It all comes down to the customer. It all comes down to how do we make sure that we boost the amount of customers coming back to our brand, purchasing additional products from us, and selecting us out of the competition. AI can be used to build loyalty and great retention programs. It can help with personalized rewards. For example, it can suggest discounts and offers based on your users' purchase history and their activity within the store. It can also help you predict when clients are going to be churning, meaning it can spot when a customer is about to leave. And it can, for example, send real-time notifications with a discount, with something specific tailored to that visitor to help retain them and make sure that user journey finishes with a purchase. And last but not least, it can also optimize your loyalty points, your programs, and really provide specific individual users with specific rewards tailored towards them. And when it comes to real world examples, I'm just going to name a couple because this is probably one of the key elements that we see majority of businesses doing. Starbucks has been implementing AI-driven rewards programs and increasing their customers spending an average around 20% more. Sephora uses AI personalized offers to boost customer participation in their loyalty programs by over 1/3. And Nike, for example, uses the AI to increase the amount of repeat purchases by over 40%. So all the elements that we discussed today show a likely trend, what's happening on the e-commerce market now, and where it's going to continue evolving. These are what we mentioned with Jan are just a couple of examples of the implementations that are becoming popular or are popular on the market right now. But there's a lot more, and we could probably spend the next couple of hours discussing those. But if we jump over to the next slide, I just wanted to share something with you guys that's going to be a little bit more interactive. So, Paulina, if I could ask for the next slide, because this is actually the point where if you've heard anything that's interesting for you and you want to find out more about how AI can help your business, I highly recommend you get in touch with us. You get in touch with TED Studio. For all webinar viewers, we will offer a free audit of your e-commerce store. We're going to try to analyze and actually identify elements that could be improved that will focus on optimizing your business metrics, helping your company grow through the use of innovative AI solutions. But that being said, I think we can also jump to the next slide where if you're not sure whether you wanna reach out, here's a couple more examples of real life examples of various e-commerce businesses from completely various industries that have implemented AI in, for example, their Shopify stores to boost sales, improve efficiency, and most importantly, enhance customer experiences and gain more loyal clients.
Yeah, the first one, Clutch Coffee. This is a family-run coffee roastery. So they use AI to automate discounts and product descriptions, making it easier to adjust pricing during peak season. So the CEO of this company, Heather Perry, said, "I can't imagine doing it manually." And second example, Daily Harvest. They use Shopify AI-powered personalization to automate content and optimize packaging. And they, thanks to that, and they saved more than 20 hours monthly on marketing testing, and also they increase page views up to 30%. And how did Bambi Earth increase annual revenue by 10 millions and boost customer engagement? They implemented AI-powered quiz platform to recommend personalized skincare products.
AU Vodka, for example, used AI solutions to build and create personalized product recommendations, sell bundles. But what they've actually seen is over 21% increase in average order value since using this innovative technology. And most importantly, they've used AI to pitch and upsell, which helped them grow their revenue by over 20%. But what Jan mentioned previously, AI chatbots can be a great element when it comes to customer support. So the company, Scrub Pro, for example, reduced human interaction by the use of AI. Basically, their AI solution answered 96% of basic questions. And additionally, it was fed with various details about the business, about the product, and it was able to convert almost 10% of those chatbot users, I would say, into buyers. And last but not least, and this is something that I'm going to jump into a little bit further on to showcase an example, but you can actually use AI models, as previously mentioned, to generate a variety of different product descriptions. So an example of Hot Nights, generating over 10,000 product descriptions for their drop shipping store. So no human involvement, much more accurate and appealing to the latest trends when it comes to product descriptions. So a key takeaway from this section is AI can really save time. It can help boost sales, and it can reduce and improve customer satisfaction. But Shopify merchants using AI tools are always ahead of the competition. So I just want to ask you, are you ready for your store to take that next step? And what I wanted to focus on right now is maybe an easy way for you to actually try out the use of AI in your online store. So if we could jump over to the next slide, I'm going to share a quick case study, actually an interesting case study. So Convera. Convera is a very fresh startup that we've worked with over the past couple of months. It was actually founded by a merchant, a Shopify seller. He is selling in the apparel industry, but he identified a unique problem. How can I make sure that modifications on my store, how can I just see if I change the description, if I change the price, whether or not this is actually going to help me convert, boost sales, boost significant metrics? So Convera is a next-gen A/B testing tool designed to help e-commerce brands optimize their stores with AI-driven experiments. It's an AI-powered A/B test creation tool that's extremely easy to use. It enables real-time performance tracking. It has no impact whatsoever on the key metrics that matter for e-commerce businesses, such as performance, site speed, etc. And what's most important, it enables merchants who are non-technical to easily test copy changes, pricing, or even go as far as change the entire layout of significant pages. For example, adjusting the elements in a Shopify theme. So when it comes to Convera, it's very easy and very simple to set up your own tests. Within just a few clicks, you can create your own experiments without any coding knowledge. Oh, sorry. And I completely forgot to, we can jump to the next slide. So apologies about that. Yeah, so I wanted to show a couple of snippets for you to actually see what the tool itself looks like. We could jump to the next one as well. So apologies about that. Yes, but as we can see, we can run a variety of different tests or experiments, as we call them, without any coding knowledge. So the first thing you all simply have to do is select what type of test do you want to do. Do you want to change the copy? Do you want to check out different prices for a specific product? Or do you want to change the layout of a specific product page? You can define the specific variants you want to work with. And most importantly, you set specific performance goals, click-through rates, conversion, or revenue. And then you simply launch and let AI optimize all the results. And next slide, please. When it comes to tracking the effectiveness of whatever you set up, Convera provides real-time insights So you have no guesswork to do whatsoever. Some of the metrics that you could track are conversion rates, average order value, bounce rate improvements, or how a specific change in any of the content on your website, how it impacts your revenue. And most importantly, the tool automatically highlights and recommends specific elements that you can implement to improve specific KPIs instantly. Next slide, please. What's really cool about Convera is the whole application is integrated with ChatGPT. So it's not as if we provide you with a tool or Convera provides you with a tool and you have to do all the heavy lifting. No, it's very easy for you to use available integrations, in this case, ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to do the hard work for you. Basically, give it a prompt, find out what you want to test, and then use the integration and use its suggestions to check out multiple versions of headlines, call to actions, product descriptions, even go as far as changing the images that are displayed on a specific listing. And what's more important, you can actually cross-reference these and see what helps best. So you have no more manual copywriting, no more hard work to do. AI is going to help you do this for you. And last but not least, so next slide, please. What's very important is that with these tests, you don't have to create, multiple products that end up affecting your day-to-day operations, and they make it more difficult to manage your online store. No, all of this is done without deduplicating any of the products that you set up. And most importantly, the last part is page speed. So like I mentioned, implementing, so if we can go to the next slide, when it comes to the impact, there is no impact with implementing this. We know how important performance is when it comes to the page speed for an online store for your visitors, right? We as humans tend to lose our interest quite quickly. So we wanted to make sure, or Convera wanted to make sure that when it comes to these tests, it doesn't affect these key metrics. So from my perspective, if you're thinking of how I can try out AI, Convera is probably a great place to start. It's a very easy to use application, and I highly recommend you to check it out.
Paulina, over to you. There we go.
Okay, so thank you so much. We have the last question, and we are ready. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write in the chat or to write in a Q&A section. Maybe I can already stop sharing.
Next slide.
Okay, now I have to share. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. Well, let's wrap this up, everybody. First of all, thank you to our guest speakers, Jan and Conrad and Tomas. Really appreciate your insights and deep knowledge on AI and e-commerce. Wonderful use cases. And so thank you guys very much. Just a quick plug here on TechEdge Dynamics, or TED. We've been around for a long time with years of experience, and our focus is product design and development, primarily software design and development, related IT consultancy and business advisory. And as we said earlier, starting off with a business context, sort of connecting the dots between IT and your business. Remember again, our moon and the Mars and potential alone is never enough. Getting results is. So we do have time for some Q&A. We've got a couple of minutes left to the top of the hour. I think we can also stay on a little longer for a couple of minutes if anybody wants to chat. We will send the recording to everybody, I think tomorrow, right, Paulina?
Yes, tomorrow it will be also uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah. So any questions? Anybody? Okay, so it doesn't look like any questions. So let's wrap up the webinar. It's top of the hour. thank you all again very much, wherever you're located in the world. And please check out our websites.
Yeah.
Please
If
check
you
out.
have, yeah, sorry, Mark. If you have any question, you can also write to guys on LinkedIn, or I will also send all the information, all the contact information via email. So,
Perfect.
oh,
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Thanks,
Thanks.
Paulina.
thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.